Hello Gamers World, it's Adventure Rules, and welcome back to my journey to beat every Street Fighter game as every character. Today, we're going to be playing Street Fighter 3, the new generation, as our dear friend, Ken Masters. Let's go. Sweet. Let's go. Against Ibuki. Ibuki Warriors. Ibuki Quantum Fighter. That was some esoteric jokes, but whatever. Sweet! Didn't quite nail all of the full fronts of the attack, doesn't matter, because I won anyways. Let's go. Yep. Alright. The way I'm thinking about doing these, about ordering these things, is trying to basically playing whatever game I want to, Street Fighter game I feel like playing, and trying to play the characters in like the order they were introduced to the Street Fighter series, a la Smash Brothers. No, reckless. What a reckless man you are. She's not a man. It's clear they didn't think about gender when they were making those victory quotes. Alright, I'm gonna go Sean. Fun fact: Sean was originally supposed to be the only character in Street Fighter 3 with Ryu and Ken's moveset, but executive meddling forced them to put Ryu and Ken in the game. Which honestly, one of the few times where executive meddling worked out for the best. Because, like, how can you have a Street Fighter game without Ryu and Ken? It's like having a Mortal Kombat game without Scorpion. Even though that would be Mortal Kombat 3, kind of think of it. But Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 rectified that. Let's do this. Oh boy. I like how when you combine Sean's name with Ryu and Ken to get Sean Ryu Ken. Like Shoryuken. That's fun. I've heard that in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Sean was kind of heavily nerfed in order to make him into more of a joke character alongside the lines of Dan. Now you've learned how to kick your opponent. Now against Alex, who's actually supposed to be the main character of Street Fighter 3. You know he's overshadowed by Ryu. Because of course he is. I like this song. This song reminds me a lot of the soundtrack to Sonic Rush. It also uses some like, yeah, wow, sounds in it. Nope, that didn't work. He blocked it. Alex is freaking jacked. God, I believe there's actually a live-action Street Fighter movie. In the works. I believe someone said something about I believe I heard somewhere about there being a live-action Street Fighter movie in the works. And in that case, if Alex is in it, I think maybe someone like Henry Cavill will be a good pick to play him. Because Henry Cavill is freaking ripped. Of course. That's an awfully high-pitched voice for someone like Alex. I wouldn't expect him to sound like, you can't escape. That voice does not fit Alex at all. Boy, I like the name Alex anyways. I always said that if I had a... Well, I said for a while that if I ever had a child, I'd name them Alex, regardless of their gender. Mostly because if that kid turns out to be trans, they wouldn't have to change their name. But some probably would. I've heard of trans people that change their name regardless of even if their name is androgynous. But some trans people don't change their name even if it's not androgynous. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Regardless. Yeah. Didn't think I'd have such a hard time with you. Oh boy. Is he spitting out his tooth? Let's see. Try different super art. Shinryuken. Stun gun headbutt. I like this. I really do like this song. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Nail him. Oh god. That worked out. Oh, that didn't work. Ha! I can still salvage this! Nope, I can't. Oh well. The whole reason I'm doing these series where I play every game in every fighting game series, different fighting game series as every character, is because I want to get better at fighting games. Because I love this genre. But I'm not very good at it. As you can probably see by my gameplay footage. I even had a commenter on my one of the few comments I've got on YouTube was a comment on my my Street Fighter 2 World Warrior video where I played as Ken, was saying that was lousy Ken gameplay, basically. Darn it, lost. Alright. Be careful, that's the best. I just feel so... Let's try... What's this third one? Shippu Jinrai Kyaku. What's that move? Is that like a Tatsumaki move? Tatsumakis are like the spin kick moves that every Shoto has in Street Fighter. I'm trying to pull it off. Oh wait, we don't have a full meter. Derp. Now I do. Come on. I'm trying to pull it off. I'm not very good at pulling off fighting game super moves. Yeah, baby! I'm glad this is one of those games where... Sweet. Ha! Sweet. I think that'll be my go-to super move for Ken from now on for this game. Super art, as they call them. Because every fighting game calls their super moves something different. Like JoJo Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle calls them heart heat attacks. Skullgirls calls them blockbuster moves. It's the fighting sense that matters. Time off will never dull my instincts. Alright. Oro Majima. Oro Ajima. Alright. Ah, crap. The thing is, one thing I think is pretty cool about Oro, the reason why he has one of his arms literally tied behind his back is because he's so powerful that he doesn't want to accidentally kill his opponent. That's actually the canon reason why he has one of his arms literally tied behind his back. Sweet. Yeah, despite that, I don't think he's very high on the tier list. I'm not sure, though. Ah, Grosh. Grosh? Oh boy. Now he's throwing shovels and rocks at me? I mean, he has a weird character. He has like a fighting clown type character, which is a character that has a really weird moveset, but otherwise he's not actually a joke character because they actually are just as good as any other character. Oh, gosh darn it. Alright. You strain yourself too much. Fight without restraint and you will stand a chance. Let's try this again. Let's go. Sweet, first attack. First attack! Nail him. Come on. Oh boy. I love all the animals in the background. It shows like Oro's apparently an animal lover. Makes sense what type of character he is. Like the kind of reclusive hermit type character. There we go. Sweet. Ah, shit, that missed. Oh, I missed. Even though it's actually so I missed, but whatever. Like, Wario's voice actor from Mario Party 1 and 2 should have confirmed that Wario in those games actually is saying "so ein Mist," which is German for roughly, ah, shoot. Okay, Wario was really intended to be German. I don't know what ethnicity he's supposed to be now, but Wario was at one point intended to be German, which is why he has polka music as his theme song in Mario Strikers. Oh gosh. Just freaking slammed me. Come on, Slam. Welcome to the jam. Final round. Final round! Fight! Oh, that missed. Oh, I missed. Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's using his psychic energy to put rocks around himself, I guess. I'm gonna lose this round. Yep. Darn it. You have to start by learning how to communicate with heaven and earth. I mean, I do pray every night. That should be communicating with heaven, right? And as for communicating with the earth, I don't know. I mean, technically communicating with anyone is communicating with the earth. Because everyone lives on earth, but whatever. In Genesis, verse 1:1, verse 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. That's a song I learned in Sunday school. Man, that was a long ass time ago. Like 20 years ago. Man, I still remember that song. Weird. Genesis, verse 1:1, verse 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. It was like a song meant to teach kids the Bible. Oh boy. Come on, pull off the freaking... There we go. Sweet. Yeah! Aw, darn it. Ah, frick you. Oh, balls. Come on. Nail him. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes! There we go. Oro was defeated. You win. Or reckless man you are. Don't try to execute a jump kick at me. Huh. Elena. Doesn't make sense since actually is a man, but whatever. Oh boy. Ah, Elena. I like Elena. She's a fun character, even though she's a definite South African stereotype. But then again, South African people really do dress like that, so I don't know. At least as far as I'm aware, South African people actually dress like that. Maybe it's like a Mexicans love Speedy Gonzales kind of situation. Where like, even though the characters are massive stereotype, they're still well. Actually, I don't even know how many gamers there are in South Africa. Like, do they even? They probably have video games in South Africa, but I'm not even sure if like Street Fighter games even get released there. I think that's where you're supposed to be from, South Africa. But still, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if like, of course they have video games there. They have video games everywhere, but South Africa is more technologically advanced than people think it is. Is South Africa a third world country? I'm not exactly sure. It's definitely not a first world country, I don't think. Yeah! Super combo KO! Super art KO, I mean. Super art finish. That's the way they phrase it. Now you've learned how to kick your opponent. And now, it's time for Ryu. My rival battle. Oh, I guess there's no dialogue before the fight, okay? I thought there would be dialogue before the fight with Ryu. Because I assume that he's like my rival battle, since he's the last one in the main ladder. Oh boy, he's kicking my ass. Oh, damn it, I barely got any damage on him. Just narrowly avoided getting perfected. Yeah! Well, it didn't really do as much as I wanted it to, but whatever. Ah. That freaking kick move that Ryu got in this game to finally give him a move other than the standard 3 super move, special, like Shoto moves. In case you know, a Shoto is a fighting game archetype that means a well-balanced character with 3 signature moves, a projectile, an anti-air move, and a sideways moving move. Like Ryu. Ryu is the most well-known example of a Shoto. He originated the archetype. Ken is also a Shoto. Yeah, Shotos are defined by 3 signature special moves. A projectile, a sideways moving move, and an anti-air move. Usually Shotos tend to be near the top of the tier list, I've realized. Since they're like they also tend to be like the most easiest to use character in a given fighting game. Because that's what the purpose of the Shoto archetype is for. To be an easy to use and get a hang of character. Ah, oh, darn it. What a super move that can be interrupted by freaking Hadoken. Whatever. Ah. Also, Hadoken, fun fact, Hadoken translates to wave motion fist, which is pretty freaking badass. It's pretty badass sounding when you put it in English. I mean, Hadoken already sounds badass, but we call it like wave motion fist. I believe it was inspired by the wave motion gun from I think it was one of the Gundam anime. Regardless, Ryu kicked my ass again. Damn, this is a difficulty spike. This match, I think I've learned something from this. You're nothing. Jeez, what did taught your childhood friend, Ryu? Ryu's kind of cold. I mean, that's kind of part of his character. That he's a little bit cold. Oh boy. Oh, he's still blocking my... Oh, come on. Yeah! Still gonna lose this round, but whatever. Darn it. Death by Shoryuken. Alright. Oh, gosh darn it. Holy... Oh, dear lord. come on. Sweet. Oh, darn it. Keep getting my ass kicked by Ryu. He's gonna be a wall for me, isn't he? God, your fist and challenge me. Oh boy. Let's go. Imagine I'm gonna do against Gil when I get to him as Ken. Jeez. Because Gil is the final boss of this game, and as any other fighting game final boss would tell you, he's freaking cheap as all hell. That's the fact that people hate fighting game bosses is probably why a lot of fighting games don't really have bosses. A lot of more recent fighting games don't really have bosses. At least not ones that are any stronger than a regular character. I mean, a lot of recent fighting games do have bosses, but still. And some really cheap ones like Marie from Skullgirls, because that's a fairly recent fighting game. Of course, none hold a candle to the General from Kaiju Knuckle. I never even fought the General from Kaiju Knuckle, but just seeing footage of him, good lord, how the hell did anyone ever beat that game? Seriously. The General is infamous for being one of the hardest fighting game bosses of all time, if not the hardest video game boss of all time. Like, they're like professional fighting game players who take like 60 plus tries to beat the General. That's how tough he is. Or more should I say, cheap. Yeah! Won this round. Let's go! Let's go! Yep. Oh boy. Does Ken have any like special moves other than his main three? Shoryu. Nope, he doesn't have. He has the. Ryu got a new move, but Ken didn't. Ryu got a new regular move, but Ken didn't. Also, fun fact about Street Fighter 3, about the Street Fighter 3 series, until Street Fighter 6, it was the last game in the Street Fighter series timeline. The series didn't go past Street Fighter 3 until Street Fighter 6, as 4 and 5 both take place before 2 and 3. Ah, gosh darn it. Yeah, like 4 takes place between 2 and 3, and 5 takes place between 4 and 3. But finally, Street Fighter 6 takes place after Street Fighter 3. I never actually played Street Fighter 6 yet, honestly. I'm waiting until, like, the special edition of it comes out. Because there's gonna be, like, a freaking, like updated edition of it. Because it's Street Fighter. I'm waiting until, like, the super edition of it, or whatever it is, comes out. And then I'm gonna buy it. Which might not be for another couple years if Street Fighter 5 isn't. It might not be for another 4 or 5 years if Street Fighter 5 is any indication. But regardless, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not buying Street Fighter 6 until like the special edition comes out. Because you know there's gonna be a special edition. It's a freaking Street Fighter game. Like the Street Fighter series is infamous for its special editions. Like Street Fighter 3 has like what, 7 different versions? There's Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior, which is the first version. There's Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. Then there's Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And Hyper Street Fighter 2. Ultra Street Fighter 2 The Final Challengers. Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. Like, it's beyond parody at this point. There's so many freaking versions of Street Fighter 2. Like, it's been parodied by a whole bunch of different people. Like, even Capcom themselves have made fun of Street Fighter 2's title. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo's title with Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. As Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo is actually the only Puzzle Fighter game. Unless you count Crystal Crisis, which isn't even made by the same company, but it does play exactly like. But he does play as a spiritual successor to Puzzle Fighter. I'd really love to see Puzzle Fighter get like a new game. That'd be great. I love me some puzzle games, especially puzzle games that have you competing against a computer opponent or another person. The thing is, I've never actually, to be honest, when playing puzzle games against friends and stuff, I'm like the only person in my friend group that's really good at puzzle games. So I've never lost once in a puzzle game like Tetris or Puyo Puyo or Puzzle Fighter against anyone. I never lost once. So much so that one time we were having like a mini tournament at my place of work. As like because my place of work is that cool. We had like a thing is my place of work actually has its own like convention, which is where we had that tournament. We've only had it once, but we're having it the second time this year. You see, the place I work at, it employs neurodivergent people like myself. Primarily neurodivergent people like myself are employed there. And honestly, I've never felt a sense of belonging more than I ever felt at that place. Thing is, I'm technically like don't actually get paid, but I couldn't care less. Or you heard me, but I heard worse. I couldn't care less because they treat me so well there that it doesn't matter that I don't get paid. Gil is infamous for being a really freaking cheap boss. I can see why. He's motherfucking Gil. Oh, and also, fun fact about Gil. I'm not even joking here, he's the leader of the Illuminati. Like, that's straight up canon in Street Fighter, that he's the leader of the Illuminati. Like, the Illuminati have become a meme at this point. But they actually are an organization in Street Fighter, the Street Fighter series. And Gil is their leader. He's the leader of the Illuminati. So Illuminati confirmed. I might occur to be a fool to stand against me again. I guess I'm a fool. I almost got around against him, but whatever. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, fighting game bosses are generally known for being incredibly cheap and powerful. Which is, in fact, SNKs in particular, their bosses are so infamous that there's actually a term in the fighting game community called SNK boss syndrome. Which is when a boss is incredibly cheap and powerful. See, SNK became so well known for that kind of boss that their name has become synonymous with it. Oh, there we go. Gil was basically created to take advantage of the new sprite system this game used, which didn't mirror sprites and instead allowed for like new sprites depending on whether you're facing right or left. This allowed them to have it so that he's able to shoot ice when he's facing to the left and fire when he's facing to the right. Yes! Wow, I'm surprised how easily I managed to take care of Gil. Now let's watch Ken's ending. Come on, Mel. Give me your best shot. Good. Oh, Ken! Oh, he got punched right in the freaking crotch by his son. Ouch. Do you understand what you did to your dad, Mel? Oh god, he punched him right in the freaking balls. Mel, you win! Oh god, I wasn't expecting that funny at the old crotched attack gag. Well, I guess that's it for Ken's playthrough of Street Fighter 3. This is Dimension Rule saying ciao.